Episode 1, Rise of the Snakes. Episode 2, Home. Episode 3, Snake Bit. Episode 4, Never Trust a Snake. Episode 5, Can of Worms. Episode 6, The Snake King. Episode 7, Tick-Tock. Episode 8, Once Bitten, Twice Shy. Episode 9, The Royal Blacksmiths. Episode 10, The Green Ninja. Episode 11, All of Nothing. Episode 12, The Rise of the Great Devourer. Episode 13, Day of the Great Devourer. Episode 14, Darkness Shall Rise. Episode 15, Pirates vs. Ninja. Episode 16, Double Trouble. Episode 17, Ninja Ball Run. Episode 18, Child's Play. Episode 19, Wrong Place, Wrong Time. Episode 20, The Stone Army. Episode 21, The Day Ninjago Stood Still. Episode 22, The Last Voyage. Episode 23, Island of Darkness. Episode 24, The Last Hope. Episode 25, Return of the Overlord. Episode 26, Rise of the Spinjitzu Master. Episode 27, The Surge. Episode 28, The Art of the Silent Fist. Episode 29, Blackout. Episode 30, The Curse of the Golden Master. Episode 31, Enter the Digiverse. Episode 32, Codename Arcturus. Episode 33, The Void. Episode 34, The Titanium Ninja. Episode 35, The Invitation. Episode 36, Only One Can Remain. Episode 37, Versus. Episode 38, Ninja Roll. Episode 39, Spy for a Spy. Episode 40, Spellbound. Episode 41, The Forgotten Element. Episode 42, The Day of the Dragon. Episode 43, The Greatest Fear of All. Episode 44, The Corridor of Elders. Episode 45, Winds of Change. Episode 46, Ghost Story. Episode 47, Sticks and Stones. Episode 48, The Temple on Haunted Hill. Episode 49, Peekaboo. Episode 50, Kingdom Come. Episode 51, The Crooked Path. Episode 52, Grave Danger. Episode 53, Curse World, Part 1. Episode 54, Curse World, Part 2. Episode 55, Infamous. Episode 56, Public Enemy Number 1. Episode 57, Encrypted. Episode 58, Misfortune Rising. Episode 59, On a Wish and a Prayer. Episode 60, My Dinner with Nauticon. Episode 61, Wishmasters. Episode 62, The Last Resort. Episode 63, Operation Land Ho. Episode 64, The Way Back. Ninjago, Day of the Departed. Episode 65, The Hands of Time. Episode 66, The Hatching. Episode 67, A Time of Traitors. Episode 68, Scavengers. Episode 69, A Line in the Sand. Episode 70, The Attack. Episode 71, Secrets Discovered. Episode 72, Pause and Effect. Episode 73, Out of the Fire and Into the Boiling Sea. Episode 74, Lost in Time.
Episode 75, The Mask of Deception. Episode 76, The Jade Princess. Episode 77, The Oni and the Dragon. Episode 78, Snake Jaguar. Episode 79, Dead Man's Scrawl. Episode 80, The Quiet One. Episode 81, Game of Masks. Episode 82, Dread on Arrival. Episode 83, True Potential.
Episode 84, Big Trouble, Little Ninjago. Episode 85, Firstborn. Episode 86, Iron and Stone. Episode 87, Radio Free Ninjago. Episode 88, How to Build a Dragon. Episode 89, The Gilded Path. Episode 90, Two Lies, One Truth. Episode 91, The Weakest Link. Episode 92, Saving Faith. Episode 93, Lessons for a Master. Episode 94, Green Destiny.
Episode 95, The Darkness Comes. Episode 96, Into the Breach. Episode 97, The Fall. Episode 98, Endings.
Wasted True Potential.
Questing for quests.
A rocky start.
The belly of the beast.
Booby traps and how to survive them.
The news never sleeps.
Ninja versus lava.
Snake-tastrophe.
Powerless
Ancient history.
Never trust a human. Under siege.
The Explorers Club.
Vengeance is mine. A cold goodbye.
The Never Realm. Firemaker. An unlikely ally.
The absolute worst.
The Message.
The Traveler's Tree. Crag's Lament.
Secret of the Wolf.
The last of the Formlings.
My enemy, my friend.
The Kaiju Protocol.
Corruption.
A fragile hope.
Once and for all.
Awakenings.
Would you like to enter Prime Empire?
Dire Island.
Level 13.
Superstar Rockin' J.
I am Okino.
The Glitch. The Cliffs of Hysteria.
The Maze of the Red Dragon.
One step forward, 2 steps back.
Racer 7.
The Speedway 5 billion.
Stop, drop, and side scroll.
Ninjago Confidential.
The Prodigal Father.
The Temple of Madness. Game over.
Shintaro. Into the Dark. The worst rescue ever.
The Two Blades.
Queen of the Months. Trial by Mino.
The Skull Sorcerer. The Real Fall.
Dungeon Party.
Dungeon Crawl.
Reef Bringer.
Masters never quit.
The Darkest Hour.
The Ascent.
The Upply Strike Back.
The Son of Lily.
Uncharted.
The Keepers of the Amulet. The Gift of Jay.
The Tooth of Wochira.
A big splash.
The Call of the Deep. Unsinkable. 5,000 fathoms down. The Wrath of Kalmar.
Long live the king.
Escape from Merlopia. The Tale of Benthamar.
The Storm Amulet.
Riddle of the Sphinx.
Paper Girl.
Master of the Sea.
The calm before the storm.
Assault on Ninjago City.
Naiad.
The turn of the tide.
Farewell, the sea.
The Call of Home.
The shape of Nia.
A mayor problem.
Public enemies 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
A painful promise.
Ninjago City versus Ninja. Cryptarium Prison Blues.
Hound Dog McBrog.
The benefit of grief.
The fifth villain. The Council of the Crystal King.
A sinister shadow. The spider's design.
The fall of the monastery.
Darkness within. The coming of the king.
Return to Primeval's Eye.
Crystastrophe.
Christophan. A lesson in anger. Brave, but foolish.
Quitting time.
Return of the Ice Emperor.
Safe haven.
Compatible. Distress calls.
An issue of trust.
Dragon form.
Roots.
Only thing on the map? When it was our entire world?
Buddy, I got zero idea who you are.
I'm thinking Kai's
I said get back in those cells!
Why isn't he wave healing faster?
Citizens of Imperium, as the sun...
Took me forever.
Stop! There's no fighting outside the arena!
Ninja!
So, no rumors on your travels of a certain ninja that shoots light?
I wish to be safe in bed right now!
What do you mean?
I was there, and it's still hard to explain.
That portal must have messed me up. I'm seeing double. Ah, moss milk ice cream never tasted so... No, Ruby, talk to me!
I thought this was too easy.
We had to feed birds who were secretly Bell.